Hi, everybody. My name's Trey. And this is my YouTube channel, Trey's Myths and Tunes. And this is my show, Trey's Timeless 15 Minutes of Explain. Today, my talk is called Hero Narcissist Can't Change or See the Truth. Why? Why hero narcissist can't change or see the truth? She's so popular. She's so popular. And guns without frontals at war with our fears. And games without frontiers at war with our fears. She's so popular. Well, I found it rather funny, found it rather sad when the old me was dying, and it just made me feel glad. But I find it rather funny, way too fucking sad, when the old world is dying, and it made me feel glad. 'Cause I'm going to the Christ. I don't need Satan's dumb dung advice. I got to spread a little joy and wisdom on the land. In the song, can't you see it? Songing is my thing. Why hero narcissists can't change or see the truth? Well, you see, the official systems condition psychotic abuse to nearly everyone. And these are the people who really want to do the. And they came here to serve and save, and they want to help us. And they, man, it's in their blueprint, their archetype, or their ideation of themselves. They really came here to this planet to help. However, they're tainted with the ideation of this super ego, superhero, Superman, and through psychological abuse, through mental and physical abuse, often from their parents and siblings and so-called friends and family growing up, and all they knew was an abusive, competitive, criminal world that the 1% designed through Hollywood. So to these people, their narcissistic supply is someone to rescue. Oh, let me rescue you. And then if you let me rescue you, then I'll be your best friend. This is basically their stick, you know. Let me rescue you, and then I'll take care of you forever. However, this implies that you are less than, as I've said in previous videos, the Bible thumper. So, two of the closest people in my life who suffered from both covert and overt narcissistic personality disorders, both said to me, I don't need to change. As well as, at other times, I have already changed. And while it was true that they both had changed, in some ways, they both, in midlife, created new occupations for themselves, which is a brilliant and great stroke. By telling me this, I don't need to change, or I already changed. That's like holding up a sign that says something's happening. A little mental, a little something mental is happening inside. Um, the eventually, if the ideation, if they cling on to these what I call narcissistic predator entities long enough, the ideation, the sense of self, there's a vampire sets in. And I've even done this myself financially, through the covert manipulation, trying to force me into this pathetic victim role, right? So if you like my material here, donate some money here so I can move on to the positive side quicker. Because I'm not here to be a slave. I'm here to do the work to help others. So as soon as a person starts in this behavioral pattern, the sense of their self as a vampire sets in, then there's no self-esteem. If you really look into it, their subconscious, you'll notice it's empty. There's no, as much as they think they're a god, they have a high IQ maybe and really talented socially or in some other ways. Um, the look at the true value of their self, and it's just horrible, and it's not there. And they seem to try to want to get it from power over others, which always causes misery. I was watching a video by my friend Jai Dev Singh today, and he said that. I don't know if he made that up, but I'm quoting him, Jai Dev Singh. Yes, it's very true, my brother. Power over others does cause great misery. Power over self is tantra, he said, and morality is found in self-sovereignty. Okay, the tarot card for the devil is a married couple, but if you look, they're tied together with one handcuff on each arm. The man and the woman each have one handcuff on one of their arms, right? But the handcuff is real loose like this. So this is supposed to depict marriage, and it's up to the man and the woman to keep the fidelity, that it's loose. So this makes me think that in this case, and maybe perhaps the case I'm dealing with here, when the husband or wife assumes the position of the devil, then it's like, and tightens it, then it's slavery, right? I don't know, mental slavery. Morality increases. When morality increases, freedom increases. When morality decreases, you get slavery. That's what Mark Passio said. I was watching a video today. I completely agree. It's always important to remember narcissism or NPD or what I call NPEs are brought in or caused by trauma and often just survival in places such as Santa Cruz, California, where you're surrounded by these parasitical people and also people struggling to survive financially, and here living out, willing to stop at nothing to live out their dreams, etc. Just very egotistical and self-driven, sometimes to the point of doing really beautiful organic. I see a lot of people here running really beautiful organic companies, but with a scowl or a fear on their look, or they will never smile back. But they're doing good work, so it's kind of odd for me. Um, the secret of healing is in the wound. My Chiron line runs right through here, and that's a quote from a video I was looking at today. So the narcissist can't change or see the truth, or the narcissistic personality, or the person with narcissistic parasitic entities can't see the truth. For one, if it's the entities, they can't admit that exists. Okay, their ego is not going to let them. But it's just the dogma, the hierarchy, the beliefs, financial hierarchy, the religion of money. Again, the survival. It's really funny what prompted me to make this video. Now, this person I saved my life, my bodily life, financially, by feeding me so many, probably 100 times. And I'm really thankful, and I really do want to honor the part of them that's truly Christian, truly a respectful disciple or follower of the teachings of Yeshua the Christ, and that part. However, it's hard to infiltrate. I mean, it's hard to 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 be able to decipher or break apart that and the hero ideation, okay, that they have of me and of themselves, okay. So I really want to say thankful. I really want to say thank you again to this person. But what happened is they emailed me yesterday and said, I miss you and I might come back. to the work trade I once had, but this new guy, pseudo, I would say pseudo Christian lawyer guy is so slick that, or she said it's convenient to let him do it, and she didn't actually apologize, but she put, you must have been wondering what happened to me. Again, the narcissistic predator entities, or the hero narcissistic ideation and the personality of the ego structure. If you do the precision of the equinox to change the zodiac signs, it would make them a Leo. So the Leo will never admit to doing anything wrong unless they're an enlightened master, or really like someone like Mark Passio willing to look. Then again, I wonder if he'll resent or not want to talk to me or check out my teachings because I talk about drinking placenta, but because he's a vegan, and that's where I think he might be wrong because they're missing the cholesterol that our brain needs to function properly. So beyond that, I really respect everything he teaches, despite how he first learned of it. So my response was to this email was like, actually, the real part of what I thought when I read it was actually the real part of your mind. The real part of your mind misses having a friend teaching true Christ awareness while simultaneously terrified of the real facts about patriarchal religions, falsities, willing to die, the mentality that they might have willing to die for the archons, the zeta, or the demiurge, worshiping the exoteric Jesus, yet refusing to be the Christ, while still holding a view of the self as a world savior, which is really strange because that's like obeying the Christ impulse, but yet the husband or the husband and the fake preacher not allowing them to help me in a way they thought was too much, or even just letting this man manipulate her into me out of the picture, yet unwilling to see the deceiver in your thoughts. In other words, the dogma, the financial or social hierarchy, to me is where the devil gets in the details. The fear, the control hierarchy, and how deeply disrespectful churchians or fake Christians, we call it, are. They don't have any again equanimity. They completely lack this respect. It's here. Let me help you out, but there's no equality ever. It's just you're down there and I'm up here. Well, guess what? The dogma makes it the opposite unless you wake up to the Gnostic truth. Is cannabis a plant form of a narcissistic hero? I say no, but if you're not respectful to the ganja or yourself, it can be like that, you have to have reverence to the plant medicine in order to use it properly, and and not increase your pathetic side. It'll increase whatever you feel. You must see the narcissistic entity to remove it. If you don't admit that you have a narcissistic predator entity in your character, your personality, or your ego structure, and you think it's you or you think it's cute because the devil media brainwashed you into think it's cute, well, you're being pathetic to yourself more than anyone else. You must see that by repeatedly saving you financially, emotionally, etc., the fake narcissistic hero repeatedly redestroys your self-confidence. If you're not willing to improve yourself, and this is particularly for people that are not in any way improving themselves through these codependent relationships. If you can muster the extreme self-discipline to get better during this, maybe, but it's doubtful because usually this is what happens on the subconscious level. It redestroys your self-confidence every time they baby you, this false hero narcissistic personality, because they never have equanimity. They never think of you as an equal, okay? They're never willing to bring you up in the company or the friendship, the loving relationship. You're always below them. This is why the fake Christians are really self-destructive, okay? Because they believe in all this patriarchal dogma, but yet it's reached down to help you. The ability to trust. What will happen is if you continually let these kind of people save you, the ability to trust yourself till you will lessen till you face the whole truth is the only way. Full disclosure and consecrate and realize, do the work to look at your whole life, the original blueprint of your life, not the archons,